Hello again, it's Cons and we are back for another episode of Does It Stack? Slightly different to normal. Today we're not really testing whether two skills stack. We're testing whether the Slugger bonus KO damage can be applied to the KO damage inflicted by rocks. So yeah, slightly different to what we're used to, but it still feels like it fits the theme. So I'll show you the two sets that we're going to be using to test this. Here we have a basic set that has slinger capacity, level 5, just to allow us to hold more rocks at one time to make testing more convenient, and nothing else but windproof, which does nothing. And we have the same set, but with 5 points of Slugger added to it. You'll notice that we use 2 points of Silos to break the slinger capacity barrier, and 3 points of Diablos to break the Slugger limit. And if this skill does indeed stack with rocks, it means that we'll definitely be able to see a clear difference between the number of stones required to KO, with and without the skill. Aside from that, I should mention that we're going to be using an item set for this. The thing is, because KO damage restores over time, and monsters like to submerge their heads underground and in rocks and stuff, I've decided to opt to use traps. This should hopefully make the tail of the test a bit easier to perform. It means that we can prevent Jagras from running away, which gives him a large amount of time in order to regenerate his KO damage. Yeah, hopefully these traps should make things a bit more consistent, and I will reset until I get a fairly clean run regardless. So, the plan is to run into a low rank Jagras quest and to keep shooting rocks at its head until it KOs. So I will join you back when we get there. Okay, so while we're waiting for Jagras to come meet us in this area, I thought I should explain. The reason we're testing this is because some moves have attacks that allow you to unload a large amount of slinger ammo at one time. Things like the lance counter and the greatsword slinger ammo into 2 charge slash. These allow you to inflict a pretty significant amount of KO damage, and so it's worth testing whether or not that stacks with Slugger. And there we go. There is our KO on regular Jagras with no Slugger. I will now meet you back here when I have the Slugger set on and we will try again. And there we have it, our KO on Jagras with Slugger. Perfect. I will get back to you when I have the numbers in a spreadsheet. And here are the numbers. It took us 22 stones to KO Jagras without Slugger, and 13 stones with Slugger at level 6. If you divide those two values, you find 1.69, or vaguely 70%. However, if you remember correctly, we actually sort of lost a bit of time on Jagras without Slugger. Do you remember it sort of got knocked around a bit? We missed a few stones, and it ended up sort of wasting some time. I would say, actually, we ended up having to deal with the effects of KO regeneration, and so a more accurate number would be 21 stones. One of those stones was wasted because we took so long, in my opinion. And that would give us a number closer to 60%. Anyway, regardless, the fact is the numbers clearly do stack. And so I think it's safe to say that Slugger does indeed stack with stones. And so your attacks that use them almost certainly do stack with the skill. Hope that makes sense, and I hope you find a way to use that. I just want to emphasize again that, as with all these videos, I'm not claiming that all the meta builds should start running fucking Slugger on their... No, like, this is just, I'm trying to find as much information as I can and present it to you so you can, you know, if you happen to use a build that happens to use these stones and their attacks quite a lot, then you could maybe run Slugger now that you know better. That's all. I'm not trying to suggest these are meta. I'm just trying to give you all the information so you can make choices and build sets that fit your playstyle. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.